Hello everyone. In this video, I want to talk about episode used in visual learning. Before I continue this, I want to disclaim that this is not a formal tutorial video. This is just like a self-study video for yes. And I want to make this video because when I started learning about visual learning, and it is very hard for me to understand what is episode-based strategy. Because I could not find the good tutorials about this, and I was trying to understand it from from reading some papers. People reading is kind of a bit hard to understand because it is not detailed. So I have to check some goals and thing etc. to be able to understand this. Okay. So motivation. Yeah, this motivation is for the future learning. Uh, so simply it is because we don't have enough label data. And for the good model with deep learning approach, we need a large amount of data set. So one of the solution is we can perform meta learning on the available data set to extract knowledge for better visual learning model on the limited data set. I know it is a little bit hard to, not a little bit, maybe a little bit, I don't know. It is hard to understand this sentence if you don't have the knowledge about the meta learning or visual learning. So from my understanding, I want to explain this in the easy word. So first, the formal definition of the meta learning is learning to learn. And the problem is we don't have the many data. We only have the few data. So to understand this, I think we need to see this. So this is the key point. I want to read this sentence. Our training procedure is based on simple machine learning principle. So test and train conditions must match. So this case is this is very important. Test and train conditions must match. But the problem is we don't have the enough label data for our task. So we will use the available benchmark data set, which is not typically for our problem. For our task. For example, our target is to detect human, but we don't have. Let's just say we don't have the person human data set, but we only have the cat and dog data set. Then what we will do is we will use the available data set of cat and dog data set, and we will do the training, and then we use the model for human detection, something like that. So do we? How do we develop such kind of model? Is we need to know the episode learning, episode based strategy. Yeah. And I think I forgot to say that because as we said, we don't have the, as we said, as in the key point, our training and test condition should be, must match. So when we do the meta learning, although we have like a large cat and dog data set, right? Although we have a large, enough cat and dog images, we will not use all the images. Like, how to say it? Like, we will use this is we will use we should not. Like, let me say it again. Like, as in the key point, right? Test and train condition must match. So like, although we have enough cat and dog images to be able to use for our like limited image, limited human image detection problem, we have to convert the cat and dog data set into the similar form like our human data set. So for this, we will use the episode-based training strategy. I hope my English is clear enough. So I want to make the terms clear here. Here I said it is the normal case. It is like for the general deep learning model, for general machine learning problem, we divide the data set into three sets: training, validation, and testing. So we will build the model with using the training and validation set, and then for evaluation we use the testing. And all training, validation, and testing sets belong to the same liver space. Yeah, we have enough data that case. So for this, like, we know like we can use the batch or mini batch learning, like training strategy, etc. But for our future case, we also have the training set, support set, and testing set. Training set is like the like our example, like cat and dog data set. We have enough label data, but it is not for our particular target, like to detect human. Yeah. But we have some label data which will be contained in the support set, like human images with some labels, etc. And the thing different with this is that training set has its own label space, and support and testing set will share the same label space. Yeah. So to prepare those, we will use the episode-based learning or episode-based training strategy.
Can we create the episode? I'm not sure if I can explain this enough. I mean, how can we find the create the episode here? So in episode, we have two parts: sample set and query set. To understand this, we can check this paper. This is the sample set. I mean, this is the sample set and this is the query set. So our query set is like to determine the dog. We want to classify the dog, and that we. So our no. I guess here.
So in this slide, it is a little bit kind of difficult to understand. I don't know. So how can we develop the episode? So before I talk about the episode, I want to clear some terms like kiwi and short. I hope we already know about this term. And K here means number of different classes, and N means number of data in each class. Number of data from each class. Yes. So like to create the episode, we need a sample set and query set. Before I talk about the episode, I want to describe. I want to talk about the kiwi and short first. Like for example, like if we see like kiwi and short means like we were for example like 5-way one shot. Then like it means like how do we say it like 5-way one shot it means like weed is like different classes so like in each episode we will have the 5 different classes, and if we have only one shot, if we see only one shot, then like we will have only one image for each class. Yes, that's it. But that describe about the sample set. So to create a sample set, we randomly select an images from key label classes. What I mean here is like first we have to randomly select the key label classes, and from the key label classes we will select an images. So the number of images contained here is n by k, n into k, sorry. And then to the query set is like remainder of those from selected key label images. But there is some unclear to me, and like as I said here, how many query images should be used in each episode. First I thought like we were in each episode we will only have one query images we will only have one query image with a sample set. This is what I thought. But when I checked the paper here, this learning to compare paper, I found like I found like this kind of meaning and remainder of those from selected key label classes, and it is in what is it? It is here. This mean that. So I'm unclear about this, and for this yes, after I clear it, for this I sent an email to this paper's author, and I kindly request to explain about it. After I got reply from him, from the researcher or some other sources, I will update my knowledge on the description. Yes. So this is my main references here, and I want to show my implementation. Yes, and this is for what is it? This is for I made it for honey. This is I made it for mini image ImageNet, and I use the reference from the Glossa Love Few Shot GitHub page. I will describe the reference in the description. And so for data, I have the episode batch sampler, and this is what I made here. First, I developed the support set from randomly select and images, right? So this is the support set, and in this case, like I just have only one query image for each episode, so I just use the first randomly selected one. So I use the zero interest here, and I have this, and then episode I just attempt it here. And then the thing that I mean, like if we check the data, it'll be more clear. But I don't have the data sample here, so I cannot show it. And I want to finish this video today, so it's up for me. Let me check it if I can use the honey. I cannot use it here. Sorry. Okay, so this is the episode batch sampler, and to use this, we create the data loader here, and here for the batch sampler, we can just see the line. That's it. Yes, and episode mean like how many episodes. It is in some paper it is a like batch. So in one batch, I mean like yes, in one batch, how many episodes we will use, something like that. Yeah, I think I finished it here. And if you make it to this, I will very much appreciate it. And I will improve my English speaking and also improve my materials. And if it is helpful, I hope it is helpful. I mean, yes. Thank you for listening.